Yeah, that guy was jacked.
Well, Baron, I'm glad while I have you,
Yeah.
I did watch your video on your Halloween celebration.
Okay.
And I'm very interested in that. If you guys have a regular party or anything on Halloween, that the Silent Assassin and I would like to invite ourselves because we got married on Halloween.
Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, that's perfect.
Well, that was like 27 years ago or something like that. But if you guys party on Halloween, we want to come party with you.
We do. But, you know, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. And, yeah, so it's just a matter of whoever shows up to the castle or is stuck at the castle. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, somebody will take the hearse out and then everybody else is stuck here. So we're like, well, just play for some kids. We just go outside and play for the kids. That's pretty much what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
Right. It's all about the kids.
Obviously. The kids, yes. Yeah. Okay, so there may or may not be a Halloween show.
There may or may not be, but probably definitely will be. Yes. This yeah.
Is as clear as mud to me. So
right.
We put that down in the calendar to maybe or maybe not go to Castle Arcana.
But our thing this year is we're going to do it on the roof, and the castle's like about 10 stories high. So I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do a rooftop thing this year. I think that's the idea. Make it
having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all going to jump right off. The kids said that we have a sign at the bottom say "Kids catch us," and I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
That will also make mosh pits interesting.
Sister says I got to go first, though. Yeah.
Never underestimate the strength of like 5-year-olds that are standing below you.
They're very resilient.
Yes, their bones bend. They don't break as well.
Trick or treat, wait.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Oh man. Okay, so this could go to any of you, Baron or Sister, or even Nas.
Yeah.
Do you have any pre-gig rituals that you guys like to perform?
Oh.
I'm sure you perform rituals, but
yeah.
Specifically before a gig.
That's more of this. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Yeah. If you're talking rituals, that's my thing. Yes. So, yeah. Baron, go.
Sister. Okay.
Yes. So we do some power words, of course, and we light candles, and we don't do a lot of sacrificial offerings because that can get very expensive, and then you have to pull permits for that. So pulling permits is a pain down here. So we just kind of stay away from that. We just kind of invoke spirits in a different way, using words, like I feel words, like, some stuff like that, just to kind of convey what we're feeling to the spirits, and then they come in and mess with everybody. It's really nice. And then we play. Either that or we drink, we get wicked hammered and drink and get wicked hammered, not necessarily in that order. And then we go on, we try to play. We try to, we're not there to entertain anybody, really. We're just there to get the paycheck.
So I have a question for you, Sister.
I will allow it.
What is your message to the masses? Like, we're talking to a lot of people right now, global. What are you bringing to the table to talk to people about?
Well, here's the thing, because I'm glad you brought this up, because this is something that's been bothering me. Now, last time, I don't know if you had anything to do with this, but you guys were talking about that we're part of some New World Order stuff. And that our name has something to do with the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. And that could not be further. I don't know if you remember that, if that was you or if that was some, yeah.
I mean, I remember the book. I don't recall saying that, but
did you?
Know the book.
I do. I recall you saying,
I said
yes.
That.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so I'd like to. Yeah, well, if you haven't read the book.
They probably did.
Yes, that's fine. If you haven't read the book, that's fine. I'll save you the trouble of reading the book. Because the book is quite boring. It's about these hobbits that go and smoke pipeweed and wander through magical forests. And the book is it's exceedingly boring. And, well, if you want, you're better off watching the movie. Bruce Willis starred in it back in the 70s. It's called Die Hard. Just watch the movie. Yes, it's the same thing. They took some liberties, it's in a building instead of a forest, but it's the same damn movie. But we have nothing to do with the Book of the Dead. It is a boring read. Just, if you're going to get it, order it off of Amazon on your Kindle and just kind of brush through it and get the Cliff Notes. But it's a horrible book. It's a horrible book, yeah. But the name Necronomicus, again, I cannot talk about that just yet, as we're under the non-disclosure agreement to talk about it until episode 5 officially airs. And then all your answers will be answered. And then there's answers that will also be the questions that you never wanted to know. Yes, completely. Yeah, no monks or anything like that. Yes, we're not into the monks thing at all. Yes, I appreciate you giving me the time. Yes, yes. I don't know if you knew that the original name of our band was Arcana Official Metal Band. I don't know if you knew that or not. Yes, yes, we had to change it because there was some type of copyright infringement. There was a band out there, and they tried to sue us, and they said you should change your name, or else it's going to cost you. I think it was $100, and we were just starting off, so we were just like, okay, we'll just change the name. It's easier that way. It is. It is. It really is, and I don't understand it. Well, a lot of people think it's Latin. Necronomicus is actually a cross between Japanese and Norwegian. Yeah, and that's right. Yes, and I believe it's in the mountain region of Norway. So yes, it's in that area. But yeah, it's a Norwegian Japanese hybrid specific to that mountain. Right. I'm here to I'm here to inform and educate. That's correct. You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. You're passing messages. Is there something that you can't share with me? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. You should zip your pants. Yeah. Thank you. I don't feel comfortable doing this interview with your pants unzipped. There you go. That's okay. I get it. It happens. Yeah. It's happened to all of us.
I've watched a bunch of your interviews and everything. I was kind of stalking you in a bit of a way.
I will allow it.
In preparing for this, and Cemetery Winds.
Yes.
Fantastic story, fantastic video.
Thank you.
And a really great song.
I appreciate that.
Once it was explained to me, it's really a touching message, and you wouldn't pick that up in your average metal, frame of a song. You wouldn't pick that up, but when you listen for it, it's like, holy shit,
yeah,
this is great.
I appreciate you saying that. Yes.
So hats off to you, sister, on that one. So I don't have much more. We're anxious to see you guys live. Do you have any live gigs planned in the near future, or
we are going to have something coming up soon? It will be announced on our YouTube channel, Arcana Necronomicus, on one of the YouTube channels. I don't know how many YouTubes there are. How many, Baron? Do you remember how? I think there's like 4. I think there's 4 YouTube. Yeah. All right. So it's going to be on the first YouTube. Yeah, that's the best one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's on the best YouTube. Yeah, that's the one we pay for. We pay to put stuff up. They come out, YouTube comes out, and we give them stuff, and they put it up. That's going to be probably around the summer to promote our new album, and then we'll have another show probably later on this year. It is difficult for me to be around Nos and Baron, and especially Mark, to do a full tour. Yes. It's very difficult for me, and I don't like being stressed out, and Mark stresses me out. Like, oh my, I start drinking, and when I get to drinking, I get very violent with Mark. That's just with Mark.
Oh no.
Yes.
No, like pop-up market of like October-ish little just showing up.
Well, now let me give you a little background on Sister Skeleton. She went to NASA.
Yes.
And now space is cool.
It is cool.
Space is cool.
Yes, it wasn't cool for the 400 billion years before I joined up with NASA. They were kind of doing everything the wrong way, and they really were lost in a kind of like a sea of blackness.
Right.
So they contacted me and like, could you help us out? And I'm like, I don't know. Money talks and BS walks. How much you got? So they gave me $50, and I went down there, Ubered. I Ubered down there. And I went into their office. I'm like, I think if you just take a picture of me in front of your sign, it can change the universe, really. But we'll just start with Earth. We'll just start with Earth and then see where it goes. And that's what they did. They uploaded that photo to the internet, and now all of a sudden, space is cool.
I mean, it really jumped out there for me.
Yeah.
Once I saw that picture. So great. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys gig live. So I'll be watching that first YouTube channel.
Yes, and we'll video it, and we will upload it. Is what I've been told. I don't know what any of that means, but yes, it will be videoed and then uploaded. I don't know what that. Yeah, so I don't know.
Looking forward to being part of whatever.
I'm making it's not that far of a drive. It's probably 5 or 6 hours, but I'm there.
Where are you located at?
Southern Georgia.
Southwest Georgia.
I've never heard of it.
No, it's an obscure little place in the country. Most people haven't heard of it.
Is it part of Canada?
No.
Okay.
We
Good.
seceded from Canada.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
That was a wise choice. I don't know if you knew that or not, but yes, that's a very wise choice.
Yeah, it worked out fairly well.
Yeah,
Good.
We were survivors of the maple syrup wars.
I remember those.
It's brutal, sticky.
I remember those. Yes. I had family that fought in those wars. It was a very dark time. Very dark time. Very dark time.
Brother against brothers, like cousin against cousin.
Everybody. It was all kinds of crazy going on. Yes.
Yeah, I'm so glad my grandfather fought in that, so I don't have to say A. Like,
yes.
Hey, buddy.
But you know what? We're all good now. To all our Canadian listeners out there, it's all fine. It's all reconciled.
Bears, everything's good.
Yeah, it's all good now.
I think what it did is it slowed down the Toronto Maple Leafs to a point where they can't win a Stanley Cup. And ever since then, the Canadians have never forgiven anybody for that.
That was part of my grandfather on his dying breath. Like, he
Right.
did this seriously wicked spell to make sure they never won anything.
Yes.
Because he was still bitter about his son being lost in the Maple Wars. So,
Yes. I agree. I mean, that's the time to do, is when you're almost ready to expire. You do that spell, and then you're gone, and so you don't have to deal with it. It's whatever. Yeah, I'm not here. I'm gone. Right. I'm going on the River Styx, and nobody else has to deal with it. Yeah, it's good.
That's how I plan on doing it. I've got my list written. I have a 5-minute speech when I'm on that.
Oh, no.
We're good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's badass, man.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a plan, and I hope your plan works out really well.
No, I have a question.
Go ahead, Silent Assassin.
So I have a question for whoever would like to answer this. Do any of you have a guilty pleasure?
Oh boy.
That's a loaded question.
A guilty pleasure.
Whatever that may mean for you, or however you want to answer it.
So we are portrayed as a metal band, and that's fine. But in my heart, I will always love the Backstreet Boys, especially Nick. So I guess that would be my guilty pleasure.
I remember seeing that on your interview with Christina.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Christina Vox. Yes, I would prefer if we don't bring her up, because I'd like to have a good time with you guys.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Did
you realize that Nick had his first kiss when he was 8 years old? Did you know that? You didn't, did you?
We didn't know why.
I'll say it again. This time I'd like you everybody to listen, especially the Canadian people.
Oh, back when we were Canadian.
Yeah, no. Nick had his first kiss when he was 8 years old.
Oh, really?
He did. Yes.
Interesting.
I'm surprised you guys don't know that.
Me too.
Well, we're not the fans you are, so apparently.
I'm here.
We apologize, and we're apologizing for that.
Well, I will allow this. I will allow you to give me a call whenever your show is on, if you would like, and I will give you a Nick Jonas, or is his last name Jonas?
Oh,
Nick Backstreet Boy. I'll give you a fact every time that you call me, Sister Skeleton.
Okay.
The Sister Skeleton fact hotline.
Yes.
I like it.
Backstreet.
It's a red phone. It's a red phone, and you just call it. You can dial 911, and it goes right to me. It's like, oh my God, I don't know a Nick fact. I need one right now. His last name is Carter. I was testing you guys. It's not Nick Jonas. It's Nick Carter. Yes, and you failed.
I know very little about the Backstreet Boys.
No.
I'll admit.
But we need to brush up on that.
You guys really do. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we could even get the rights and play some on here. I doubt it that we could afford it because we're pretty
very expensive.
Here. But you never know. Maybe with your help, Sister Skeleton, you might could pull that off for us.
Again, yes. If you swing like 40 big ones in front of me, I probably could pull some strings. Yes, $40. $40.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
The check is in the mail.
Consider it done. Well, that's all we got, right?
I didn't have any more questions.
Other than finally,
I've asked about Eddie Parse, but the former manager, but I don't think that's probably a subject we want to get into.
Well, it's interesting that you brought that up because his last name is Parse. With a hyphen over the E.
Thank you for correcting me.
Eddie Parse. So Eddie was a big Gwar fan. I don't know if you're familiar with the band Gwar.
Yes.
Okay. So Eddie was a big Gwar fan, and at his 50th concert show that he went to, Gwar concert, he went to 50 of them. That's how sad he is. He was invited on stage, and thinking that he was going to be honored in some way. And what they did is they hit him with these giant mallets and swords and fed him to the world maggot that lives underneath the drumming set, and that's the last that we've seen of him. I would imagine it's something like a Boba Fett thing on Tatooine, where he's being slowly digested over 1,000 years. That's what I'd like to think, and that would bring me much joy.
I survived. I was fed to the world maggot on that tour, and I'm still here and kicking. So,
how long did it take you to get out?
Did you see their manager? Did you see him?
Yes.
Eddie Parse?
There was nothing in the belly but me and like 3 I don't know, goth chicks.
Sweet.
Not too bad.
And it was a party.
Yeah, it was.
It sounds like you went to heaven.
It was. That was my version of heaven. So I hope to go back there one day. Yeah.
Bless you, child. Yes. Good.
Awesome. Bless you, child. Got it. And I just have one last thing to say, and that's Hail Mamagoth.
Hail Mamagoth, yes.
Hail Mamagoth.
We're working, you were talking about rituals, we are working on a ritual to possibly resurrect Mamagoth. There was a few unfinished, yes, it takes a lot of, well, I don't want to go into it right now, but it could get me in trouble with the FCC and stuff like that, and the FDA, and especially the FDA. You don't want to get on their bad side. However, we're going to attempt to resurrect him because there were several songs that he was the drummer on that we never quite finished. And we would like to try to have him back in some way. But again, once you die from lactose intolerance, there's very little chance that resurrection spells will work. Yes.
That's painful. That's a bad way to go.
He suffered in silence. Yes.
That's tough.
It is.
I wish you all the best for your resurrection spell there.
Thank
it looks like
I appreciate you saying that.
Possibly that at least Mark was partially successful in the cliffhanger we saw in episode 4. So maybe if you guys practice a little, you can pull it off.
Well, I don't think Mark's successful at anything except being an excessive idiot. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't even know what's going on with him. But I will keep you in touch with the reality of the situation as it comes clear to me, which none of it's right now. We don't know what's going on.
Perfect. Well, you've got my phone number now, so
I
feel
do.
free any Thursday
Yes.
to call in
I-
and bless us with the Backstreet Boy factoid or any new developments or anything you might have.
I plan on calling you around 2 or 3 a.m. every night from now on. And I'll keep you up to date. And if nothing's going on, I'll still call you and just say I haven't learned anything new, because you seem very vested in the situation, and I admire your tenacity in that, and I want to make sure that I keep you up to date. So yes, expect calls between 2 and 4 a.m. every night from
2
here
and
on
4
out.
a.m.
Yes.
is just absolutely
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Although it might be the silent assassin answering the phone.
Well, but normally during that time of the morning, you usually have to get up and go pee anyway, so you'll
Right.
be up.
So yeah, there's no problem there. Yes, you'll already be up.
I'll just take my phone with me. Yeah.
Yes, and don't let that go to voicemail. I don't play that game.
My phone tag.
We are
Don't
not
ghost me.
doing that.
Don't ghost me.
No, I will.
It's a skeleton. No ghosting, Sister Skeleton.
Don't ghost me.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. No, you got good fans here. I think I have stalked you quite enough on the YouTubes, and I've
Excellent.
watched every one of your videos. And
Thank
By
you.
the way, your music is
yeah, you guys kick ass, man.
Thank you.
fantastic.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Yeah, and speaking of music, we got 5 songs of yours to play through right now. So
Are you
we're
kidding?
gonna
Wow.
do it. Yeah,
It's like a block party.
it is.
Cool. Yes.
I've been waiting on this all day.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting on this about 30 seconds since you told me. Yes. Very good. I didn't know this was a thing. Yes.
It is indeed a thing. So,
Every Thursday, it's a thing.
are we good? I guess we can let you go.
We're okay.
And,
We're all right. Yeah. I wouldn't say good. I wouldn't say good, but we're
Yeah,
We're okay.
we're about the same as when we first started. Yes.
Yeah, that
Well,
works.
we appreciate
We
you.
didn't make things worse.
Yes,
No.
we appreciate you calling in. So
Excellent.
Yeah, sister. Be sure and thank the Baron and Nos for us.
I will.
And if you see Mark, if you choose to speak to him, tell him
Yeah.
thanks.
No. No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll speak to you in a few hours then, like at 4 a.m. or so.
Sounds good. I'll call you then. Be ready.
in about 6 hours.
All right. Thank you, sister. We'll talk to you later.
Take care. Goodbye.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.